Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a Venetian plaster board for you. So today we have Marmerino KS, which is a coarser Venetian plaster. We're going to do it a gray Marmerino. This is just a normal board. We've already plastered over like a million times, so I'm just plastering over this again. Ideally you'd want to prime this, but since this is just like for practice, I'm not going to prime it, but you'd want to prime this first with like a quartz primer for the coarser Venetian plasters, and then you'd be good to go. So I'm just going to show you guys kind of like how I apply the Venetian plaster so you guys can see, and then also you can kind of see like what the Marmerino KS looks like, or get an idea of a coarser Venetian plaster. If you guys want to see more Venetian plaster videos and kind of how-tos and tips, go check out our Venetian plaster playlist. So today, like I said, we're going to be doing a gray Marmerino KS. I just have a little bucket here. This is the color we did for our bathroom. Some of you guys have been really enjoying that color, so I thought I would do that today. Obviously darker colors show up better on camera. Last time I did this kind of white color was probably not the smartest idea because it doesn't show up. So we got our two tools here. Obviously our knife, just to get the plaster out of the bucket, and then our trowel. This is a trapezoidal trowel, good for getting in the corners. So it has the tip to get in the corners here, which is nice. And this one's special treated to not leave black marks on lighter colored Venetian plaster, as sometimes you get black marks with like poor quality stainless steel. Not that that's gonna be important today because we're doing a dark color. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. As always, we're gonna start from top to bottom. I'm right-handed, so I'll go from left to right. If you're left-handed, you'll go from right to left. If you don't like something, you can kind of just go back there, you know, add a few scratches here and there. I think this board's just a little bit uneven, but there you have it. Your first coat should be fairly smooth. This is a coarse Marmerino, so, you know, sometimes texture is, you know, you want some texture in it, so it's okay if it has a little bit of texture, if that's what you're going for. We're just doing a smooth application here, so it's fairly smooth. So we'll let this dry. I'm gonna actually use a hairdryer just to speed the drying process up so we don't have to wait that long, but I'll go ahead and do that now. All right, so we're fairly dry here. Obviously, when you're doing a normal wall, I would just really opt to wait till it's completely dry. So I wouldn't move forward with an actual wall until it's really, really dry. But yeah, we'll just move on here. Obviously, as you can tell too, the color dries a lot lighter. So just be aware of that, that your color is gonna go on dark most of the time and then it'll dry lighter. Yeah, let's do the second coat. All right, so there you have it. Second coat, obviously you want to put it on tight, and then as it's setting up, we're gonna want to burnish it. So obviously when you're working on a wall, you're gonna want to work in like a 3-foot section, 4-foot section, and then go back and kind of burnish it right away. And then as it dries, you can actually burnish it more as it dries. Again, we have a coarse Venetian plaster here, so it's not gonna get super shiny, but what I love about these types of plasters is that it looks matte from the front, and then when you burnish it, it'll actually give that nice sheen from the sides. All right, so we got our burnishing trowel, which is just a smaller trowel, and you can use a normal trowel if you want. The benefit of this is that since it's smaller, you're able to apply more even pressure, and you're not like wasting a lot of energy with a bigger trowel. So with the bigger trowel, you're actually losing energy because of its flex and its space. So you're not actually able to get as much pressure on it as you would a smaller trowel. So this is really good for getting that pressure while you're burnishing the second coat. So as you go to burnish the second coat, obviously you'll just get a little bit on your trowel. Make sure to wipe that off so that you're not leaving marks. And you want to burnish in all the directions to kind of push the plaster around a little bit. And you're applying friction so that the marble in the Venetian plaster kind of gets shiny while you burnish. So this is where you can kind of take a look and see from the side, see the sheen. Are there any spots that you missed? This is actually looking pretty good. And you can kind of just go back and get any spots that you want, really compress some of the spots that you missed. But for the most part, like I said, the coarse Venetian plaster is not gonna get really shiny. It's gonna be more of a matte look. From the sides, you'll be able to see some of the sheen, which is really cool. I'll go ahead and dry this out so that we can see kind of the final look. And as it continues to dry, you can definitely go back and burnish it some more, which is obviously a good thing just to get it really, really smooth, but you don't have to. This is definitely kind of like up to you at this point with how much you want to burnish it and how smooth and how shiny you want it to look. All right, so this is the final look. Still a tad bit wet, so this will dry a little bit more. So hopefully this kind of just shows you like how I applied it really quick and the look you can get from that. So I'll go ahead and show you guys this sheen. As you can see, so this is just from burnishing it, a few times. Like, you don't have to overly burnish it a lot. Obviously, the more you burnish, the smoother and nicer it's gonna get, and the more shine that's gonna come out. But obviously this is a matte Venetian plaster, so we're going for more of a matte look anyways. So that is what that looks like. So yeah, there you go. That's a quick kind of concrete look for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching just a quick application video, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and we will see you guys next time.